Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. Today the 1.65 update to No Man's Sky dropped, and it has given us another community event. It is Community Research Event Week 6 of 8. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the current season of community events. Let's see what this one does. Friend, it is good to see you again. Or is it again? I have lost track a little of when I am. The data you fetched has turned up a remarkable pattern. At last, we can visualize the loops and swoops that bind us together in time. Our missing friend was in our reality, but not in our reality as we see it now. This knowledge I now give to you in portable form. A tracer for signals from other loops, a communicator into the past. With such a thing, we might yet find our missing friend. Coordinates are not simple for a signal like this, friend, but we hope the portal will guide us to the right reality. Go, take my creation and see what you might see, or have you already seen? So we're getting some kind of time travel idea in the storyline now. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm excited about this one because from the look of the new development update, this one is set on an exotic biome. I was always predicting that we were going to have exotic biomes involved in the community events, and it looks like we're finally getting to that part. Though it makes me wonder what the last two planets are going to be like if they're already doing an exotic biome, unless they just plan to have the last three events be on exotic biomes. It would just be a little anticlimactic to go from an exotic biome to a regular planet again, but we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, here's the portal. The portal yawns before me. Did Polo's lost friend stand before a portal like this? How many others have there been like me, chasing ghosts across time and space? Perhaps another is following me right now, at the behest of some other iteration of my Gek companion. I'm really curious to see where this community event storyline is going to lead at the end of it. We might find out in a couple more weeks. And in the newest development update, Hello Games made another vague reference to the fact that they're working on something really big, but this time they said we're really close to revealing the next really big thing that we have coming, but we don't want to say just yet. But I'm guessing they probably always plan to reveal it after the community events, so probably 2 more weeks and we'll get info on the next big thing that's coming. You know, he didn't even say what I'm doing. He said he gave me some kind of device, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it when I get to this planet. Probably going to some type of building or something to use it. Yep. It's an exotic biome with giant hot planet assets. The reason I really like that they... Whoa, piece together the story. That's an interesting quest objective. But the reason I really like that they've set the community event on and finally see an exotic biome. I've had a few people, even a few fellow No Man's Sky YouTubers, that didn't know what an exotic biome was because they hadn't played enough to find one, but those people will remain unnamed. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? It said piece together a story. Polo's device allows access to loops of time beyond our own. Apply the device to specific sites to replay previous events. Use the device to learn about the fate of Polo's missing friend. So what do I do? Specialist Polo is broadcasting a request for explorers. They ask for assistance as they document a new phase of the galaxy. Is this like an actual device that I have? No, it's not on my quick menu, I don't think. Research time remaining. Unable to connect to online servers. Scan. Oh, okay. So I just used my scanner. Oh, okay. That was easy. So now it's giving me another location. Echolocation. Oh, that's a pun. Echolocation. Because, of course, there's echolocation, which is a thing that animals do. And then an echo is the name of a ghost or soul in No Man's Sky. So an echolocation is... yeah, it's kind of a silly pun. Anyway. Wow, I like how dense these giant assets are. So it looks like a transmission tower. Maybe? Yeah, this is a transmission tower type building in a Korvax system. Just look around. Get some nanites. I still need nanites to fully upgrade my Colossus exocraft. Oh, they've got giant hopping plant thingies. Nice. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Just have to click on all the things. I'm so used to doing that. Alright. Mayday, Mayday, anyone receiving? I access the transmitter's data banks. As expected, a distress signal awaits me. As I apply Polo's device, I hear another shout, a cry of recognition. They know I am listening. To my astonishment, this broadcast appears to be live. I begin to speak, but the sender cuts me off before I can utter a word. Bulkheads failed, exploded, half the crew dead or missing, in a freefall. Korvax on board gave us this frequency, said to ask for a specialist. Are your landing coordinates safe? Could attempt emergency landing or emergency thrust towards black hole. Slingshot might buy us time. Whoa. Oh, I make choices? I can communicate with them? Whoa, is this another puzzle? Is it a good idea to go towards the black hole? I'm gonna give current coordinates. That might be a better idea, because if I'm gonna affect the past, I mean, going to the black hole was probably what they're going to do anyway, but if I give current coordinates, maybe that'll change something. Coordinates logged. Atmospheric stabilizers partially responding. Maybe we'll see you there. Cool. I think I made the right choice. Terrible sound drowns out any trace of the sender and then collapses to static and silence. I must find some way to trace the signal further. Scan with Polo's device again. Okay. Crash site detected. Oh, so I'm going to another crashed ship. That's interesting. We did that in the last community event. Oop. Ah, I've been thinking these whole community events, if you put them all together, they would make a new storyline a lot like Atlas Rises. I wonder if they're gonna take, because I mean they've done a lot of work to make these community events. They ought to just take all of them, put them together as another full mission storyline that people can do. Because right now they're just temporary events. Once the event ends, you can't redo it, like on a new save or anything. But I think the next update, the following update that we have, the next big update, it's so confusing because this was called the next update. But the next update that we have, the next big update, they could just take all of these community events, all of the text and objectives we were supposed to do, and put them all together into a single coherent storyline, and then maybe have something happen after them as well. So Shibby and Aladdin met here. Oh cool, so this is a crashed freighter, not a crashed ship. So it is something new. The terminal blinks, the fragmented traces of unanswered calls cluttering its databanks. Not sure of where we are, not many left alive, and the Korvax has vanished. It was probably, nada. Holographic projection offering help. Their face, a brilliant light, a beacon in the darkness. Uh-oh. I'm thinking I should probably tell them to ignore the stranger, because if I'm basically, the way I'm going to think of this is I'm going to tell them not to do what they think they should do, because if I'm really affecting the past, then it's good to tell them not to do what they were going to do, because whatever happened to them probably caused them to die or disappear. So maybe I can tell them to not do the things that they did. So if Nada disappeared, there's a holographic projection, probably from some kind of trickster like we've seen in like abandoned building lore and stuff. I should tell them to ignore it. Agreed. Crew don't trust them either. Better to rely on no one than build a ship from the wreckage and scout for help. Cool. Hopefully I made the right choice. I can always try again on survival mode and creative mode. Okay, I should scan again. So it looks like we might be going to several different building types. That's pretty cool. Instead of just having us go to the same type of building over and over like we have in some of the other community events, this time we're piecing together a story at different buildings. It's a bit more dynamic than that. I think that was a lot of people's main complaint about the other community events, that you were just doing one thing, one regular thing that you could already do anyway. Like you could just, like the first event we dug up buried tech, which we were able to do all the time. That was the only thing you did. In the second event we fed animals, and that was all you did. You just fed animals. And pretty much every event after that, you were going to a certain type of building, and that was it. Oh no. Oh, I sure hope this isn't bugged. When there's no ship and it's the Atlas orb, it's usually a bugged location. Okay, good. It's a different message. It's not the beginning of the game message. The distress signal continues its urgent chirp, calling out for any who will listen. Launched the Phoenix. Ooh, we're getting a name of their ship now. That's cool. Engines rusty but functional until fuel malfunction. Had to land in a hurry. I set out on foot, but can't escape the feeling that something is watching us. A crimson eye. Dang, this is a tough one. If the Atlas is watching them, it's probably not a threat to them. I don't think running would be a good idea. I think they should just sleep. But I could be wrong. What if that drives them insane? There was an abandoned building lore entry where a person was driven insane because they were convinced that a red eye in the sky was watching them. But running from it could actually be that insanity, going insane because you're paranoid about it. To get some sleep. It's the best bet I can think of. I hear a deep sigh, weeks of stress evaporating as the voice surrenders to their dreams. They go quiet, their voice replaced by the drone of machinery. The recording goes dead. Cool. I think I made the right choice because it said their stress evaporated. So hopefully they didn't go insane worrying about it. Hopefully my knowledge of No Man's Sky lore is helping me to do this correctly. Guess we'll find out by the end if I get some kind of bonus location like in one of the other events. Oh darn, I have to scan again. Signal located. But yeah, this is a really cool one because it's sending you to different types of buildings and such. It's like its own, it's like it is its own storyline and not just one stop where you do one thing. You're going to many different places and learning everything that happened. As if this was an actual planet where they were, and these are the different locations that they visited. Which is similar to the old community events that fans of the game made up. They would build communication stations at different places, and each one would have a clue about the next place people need to go to get the next bit of lore from the comm stations and such. So, and Hello Games said that they got the inspiration from those community things. So that's pretty cool. It looks like we're at an ancient ruin now. That's really cool. Sorry, I say that a lot. I say really cool a lot. Ah, darn it. But hopefully something really cool goes down here, or went down here. Did I say really cool again? Oh my gosh. I've got to think of better words. Alright, here goes. I hear the welcome of the ancient monument, words etched directly into my mind. How will such a thing react to Polo's manipulations? You, I know you, the fog at last. Yay, I helped them. We have followed the eye to our salvation, and we have you to thank. The portal is ready. We stand on the threshold. Is calling us. No, do not enter. Do not enter the portal. So, there's so many lore lines in No Man's Sky where someone entered the portal and ended up being trapped or dying. So I'm going to tell them not to enter. You're right. Of course, you're right. Madness. But where next? Where now? We should have just drunk the water. No, don't drink the water. That's another thing that happens in the lore that people drink the water and end up crazy or whatever. My goodness. It's like these people can't stop, you know, making bad choices. Let's go into a black hole. Let's go into the portal. Let's drink the water. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm constantly saving them from their own stupidity. Yeah, this is all based on different lore lines. Entering a portal was something in a crashed freighter lore. They entered a black hole, ended up somewhere really far on a strange planet, and they ended up drinking the water and stuff. So I wonder if this is all that storyline, I'm helping change it or something. No, don't drink the water. I hope I succeed in saving them. The computer plays a series of fragmented videos, recordings that could not have been made with any normal camera. View recording? It's probably not really going to show a recording. There's never cutscenes in No Man's Sky. I see the stranger turn away from the portal. They walk slowly, tired and unsure. Eventually they wander back to the site of their crashed ship. I look closely at the distress beacon at the crash site. There is a faint red light spilling from its interior, the haunting crimson I have seen so many times before. The stranger paces around the beacon, unsleeping. They continue their vigil for days. They walk slower and slower and eventually collapse. As they do so, their fallen body takes on the same red glow. The recording ends. Maybe I was supposed to let them go through the portal. I don't know. Well, at least we know what happened to them. Darn it. Now I wish I would have had him go through the portal. I'll try that next time when I do it on survival or creative mode. See if I get a different story. It's pretty cool. It was kind of a choose your own adventure storyline thing. What did you see, friend? Did the loops take you forwards or back? When is our lost companion hiding? Polo listens as I tell the sorry tale. They try to keep their emotions in check, but they had invested so much hope in this possible contact that it is hard for them to bear. The Gek blinks rapidly as they compose themselves. They shake off the disappointment and suggest a new line of investigation. It is hard to lose contact, friend, but these echoes are merely one loop from the infinite. Life, success, tragedy. Nada and Polo and the traveler friend will see all these outcomes. Perhaps we might turn to a different form of analysis. Images from key sites may contain positional data, time codes to aid our search. You would be so kind to us if you helped collect such images. Okay. So I guess he's making reference to whatever extra thing I need to do to get more Quicksilver. But for now, we get to check out the new Quicksilver items. I saw what they were on the development update, but I won't say until we see it on here. Whoa, that was weird. I exited my ship from a different place. That might have something to do with the bug fix they did that had something to do with fixes for exiting your ship. Okay, I don't think I need to talk to them at all. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Atlas statues. So they got statues for of the Atlas and 3 new plants that you can plant at your base. So I'm gonna make sure I get one of the. I could probably buy everything by the looks of it. Definitely want all the plants and that Atlas station. Yep, I can get it all. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna run to my base and build some of this stuff. Pretty cool, they're giving us all the lush planet plants. So even if you live on a not lush planet, you can at least make your base look like it's a lush planet. And it's almost like they're adding terraforming. Robot Boy did a video recently about if they added terraforming, and his idea was basically that you could like make atmosphere and nice plants around your base. And oh no, I need to go to the portal, not the space station. But that was his idea, was that they could make it so we could like create a lush planet biome at our base, even if we're on a radioactive planet or whatever. And we can almost do that because now we have 3 different lush planet trees and 3 different lush planet plants. So if you want to make your base area look like it's a lush planet, you can. Even if you're on a cold planet or something, because you want to farm lots of glass or something. Ooh, so all those comm stations popped into existence while I was gone. That's cool. Hello there. I should build a comm station myself. It's been a long time since I built a comm station at the community event planet. Kind of lost touch with that. Said Mac 4-Day was here. Alright, I'm gonna head to my base. Yeah, I need to get some platinum out of my freighter on the way there, because I want to build the things from last time. There was the cube and the hologram that I never got to build because I didn't have platinum at the time. Now I have platinum, I just need to get it out of my freighter. And I'll also build the Atlas statue. I read in the development update that the Atlas statue has a spinning or moving core, so it's a new animated base building part, so that's cool. Let's see, did it, oh yeah. Just like last time, it stopped showing me. Oh. Cool. So, my new objective is to take a photo of a monolith. Neato. I'll be doing that in my live stream of farming Quicksilver this weekend. But I'm just gonna do the basic mission and check out the new base building stuff from the Quicksilver. Now I think I'll just build the stuff here in my freighter instead of going back to my planet base. That would be easier. Because I need to start building something in my freighter. I wonder if I can build the plants. I heard that you can build the trees inside your freighter base. So I guess I can probably build the little plants in my freighter too. That's going to be weird looking. Although, kind of like potted plants, I suppose. Okay, so let's make a... Can I make tables? I think so. Just a basic round table, please. And let's check out these new base parts I've got. Here we go. The cube thingy. Really cool thing is that it moves on its own. So unlike the ones that are in space stations, it floats constantly, but when you interact with it, it does the regular expanding thing. And then the little hologram. Let's see what this does. Oh, wow. That's new. You can make it really big. That's cool. Alright, and the... Well, let's see. Oh yeah, plants are in a separate thingy. Oh wow, that's big. That's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm gonna color it purple and yellow. Why not? That's nice. And what else we got here? Whoops. And this plant. And these. We'll put these in the back here. Sweet. And last of all, the Atlas statue should be in here. No, statues are somewhere else, I think. Darn, I don't remember. Here they are. Let's build a big gold Atlas statue. Oh, come on. Sometimes it's really hard to build stuff on tables. Good enough. Yeah, it's got a rotating core. Awesome. Alright, so here's just a preview of some of the cool Quicksilver items we've been getting from the community events. And of course we just got to do a really cool one with a lot of storyline. So that does it for this week's community event. But like I said, I will be live streaming the Quicksilver farming on all game modes. So, I've been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything is going to be okay.